Hello, I'm Dazed. Today is part 2 of my guild battle series, just showing off my team composition, which enemy teams I select, and some reasoning behind maybe equipment or unit swaps dependent on the map or which enemy units that I'm going to be targeting. So today I made a change. I swapped out Dario for Victoria. Victoria, of course, is going to be good against Ayaka's, Yerma's, Lucia's, but also Pierce is going to be good against Warrior of Light. Yesterday I targeted 2 Warrior of Light teams and did fine without a piercing unit, just because my evasion comp was able to eat up some of the attacks. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different approach. There are no Warrior of Light units that I can see on the enemy team. So I'm going to select Engelbert, and then depending on how that goes, I'm going to go for either the Yerma or Ayaka team. But just testing, putting Victoria into an evasion comp, I also wanted to do more testing with Rob's TMR. One interesting thing about the TMR is that the buff is a one-time use buff, meaning you'll get it off the first skill battle, but if you go into a second, from then on out, your AI is going to act differently. So just kind of keeping that in mind, I learned a little bit yesterday using Dario, and just going to see how that works with Victoria, if she's able to jump through the wall on this map, and just kind of see, can you just slam any old DPS into an evasion comp and try to make it work. So let's get right into it. So the first team I'm going to take on today is going to be this Engelbert showing team, 2 99s and an 89. So hopefully to start, we'll have the setup of Ketone running back to buff Orlandu, Orlandu casting Illusion.
Enemy spotted. Engaging. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I can't tell if Orlandu is going to cast Illusion on Ketone here. It doesn't look like it.
I won't let you get away. Invoking my special technique. You can't escape. Thank you.
But she does end up getting the second buff off there, which I believe yesterday enabled her to do her LB right away. So we'll see how that works out here with Stern.
I'm over here.
Lucky on the evade. And the LB again on Engelbert. Stopping the tank seems pretty powerful. Kind of through blind luck, the double buff from the setup has been working out well, due to enabling the LB right off the bat.
I'm over here.
Another miss. Ketone actually working out pretty well as an evasion tank. This wall in the middle of the map is so bad. Sorry, I'll try to get this camera over here. Interesting comp from the other team. 2 tanks and Stern. Okay, and Victoria did not evade that. I was kind of assuming that she would be taking a few hits, considering she doesn't have a lot of evasion in her kit natively.
Mission complete.
Alright, the first battle went pretty well. Ketone doing a lot of work with the evades and the stop on the tanks. Since that went so well, I'm potentially considering taking on the Ayaka team with the high magic. I'm in a position where with Victoria, I could take on this Yerma team and be in a good place to do so. I do want to avoid this Lucia team because of Sharpshoot. I don't know if anyone in my guild is really rocking a magic tank per se. I think I'll go for the Ayaka team. just to see if I can eat up some of the magic attacks, and if it's Mediana, then Victoria will be in a good place. Even if she takes a hit, she could survive. I have a feeling she'll probably die, but
Enemy spotted.
we'll see what the enemy team is here.
I'm not sure I can be of much use, but I will do my best.
Interesting.
Thank you. Well then, shall we begin?
I guess all the magic is coming from Ayaka.
I'll protect everyone.
I definitely wasn't expecting that.
Press on. Get ready.
Alright,
I'm over here.
nice. Yeah, Ketone has definitely been the MVP of the evasion comp.
How do you like this
I'm
one?
over here.
And a miss from Victoria. That is one risky thing about Dragoons. And it just takes a lot of testing to get the timing right, and even then there's a lot of RNG with which team comps you face. This map is really hard to work with.
There.
Alright,
Give me strength.
full life coming out on Mont.
Get ready.
And I can't see anything. Alright, we got the LB coming out here. This is going to be a longer fight. Oh, this is bad. And a very well-placed Congo from Orlando for the win. Well, that's GG's. That's good to know. Some changes I would make going forward for tomorrow. I'll probably take Victoria out. Since I'm avoiding Lucia, she just isn't good enough, I think, to slam in the comp. She kind of wants her own setup, and even then you're trying to target, I guess, Ayakas and Yurmas, and potentially Warrior of Lights, of course. But considering I did fine without, just with kind of Ketone and Orlando, I think I'll make some adjustments tomorrow to Victoria, at least changing something up, if not taking her out and replacing her. Dario might come back in. I hadn't fought a Ayaka team that would go on longer like that, and I could see where Dario was redundant before, he could shine a little bit. Well, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.